Get what you missed on Pearl Overdrive.
Just more or less talking about the promises of God, that He promises never to leave us, never to forsake us. That's the translation in English, and you know that most of us actually sing these songs without even knowing what they mean, but you know, because they just have a nice vibe to it, and you know, you just find ourselves.
I'm doing it to Google. Please.
At least understand what it actually says. It's very important. You might be singing your own thing.
I know.
Glorifying God knows what.
Yeah. Why?
But shout out to guys who are tuned in. And of course, for your feedback on our topic of discussion today. Shout out to Harriet who says, I hope you guys are good. Nimetulia tu hapa ni kusikiza majibu. The discussion is very interesting. Tuned in all the way from Thiongo. Asante sana.
Thank you.
And we also have Rhoda who's giving us some 2 cents on our topic of discussion today. Probably allow me to read before we land the baby. She says, hi, Justoh and Joanique. For me, I know it's time to change jobs. If one, I don't feel it anymore, like the zeal to do the job, it's gone no matter how much I try. 2, if waking up to go to work suddenly becomes a struggle. Okay, I don't believe it's in regards to time, but you know, like you get tired before
dragging
you even
yourself out of bed.
The mere thought that I am reporting to this place of work, I'm just tired, you know. I believe that's what she means. Third, she says, when I don't have peace about it anymore. All right. And then the fourth thing, when I sense I'm not growing and it's no longer challenging.
True, because
I like the last point better. You know, when you get to a place where you have plateaued, for lack of a better word, like you've now become stagnant. You don't feel like you're looking forward to go to work because you learn something, because you interact with someone who will challenge you. They'll post something and you're like, wow, I never looked at it that way. You know, and of course, I'm not saying that every environment should be like that.
No.
But again, when you kind of lose that sense of learning every single day and just being challenged with your fellow colleagues or just people around you every single day, again, I think it can, you know, tell you that it's time. You know.
And allow me to go Facebook. Mimi Chef Ellie says, I believe you can in God's timing. Personally, I've applied for jobs until I got tired to a point that I felt God is saying I need to open up my business. Then Linji Gitcher says, tune in Kapisa Pearl Overdrive Pearl Radio, Justoh and Joanique. Starting your own gig should be done when you have the ability, platform and finances. And she rubs it up like that. All right. And you see, for me, Joanique, some of the signs that it may be time to leave a job, or even you know, because going to start your own gig, you have to, there's this, I mean, it's a 5 minutes or something about a while back Steve Harvey was recorded saying that just, you know, jump off the cliff. You know, here the cliff of life, opportunities are waiting for you if you trust God. He just says, just trust me. Just take a leap of faith, as it were. All right, but some people will say, hey, there's a difference and a very thin line between taking that leap of faith and really just foolishness. Because you may end up biting yourself. But that is why it's called faith. Isn't it? That's why it's called faith. Because it may not make sense to you, right? It makes sense. It did not make sense to Sarah at that particular time when you and Abraham was telling her, hey, listen, me, I've had a voice. First, any wife, you know, let's just think about it. Even you, Joanique, as a lady, your future hubby comes and says, yo, I've had a voice.
Which one? Where?
You see that? I've not even finished telling you, and you're already like, which one? Where? Who? Nani? Then telling me, we have to move. To where? I don't know. He just told me, go, it will show me. How do you think? I mean, you know, there's some things. Someone who Adisara just said, yes, my Lord. Wherever you go, I will go, my Lord.
But I believe there was a tussle.
She's a woman. So there must have been. So in other way, what I'm trying to say is, if you're feeling that everything is feeling overwhelming in such a way that it seems like you're being given more tasks than basically you know you can handle, and deadlines are there to be met, and realistically you cannot, and it is time after time after time after time. This actually, I'm reading from a part of a career development blog, and saying that if you're underusing your skills, like I don't want to do it if you're overqualified for a thing. for politicians it's easier said than done. But if you're overqualified, yani unajua tu hapa hapana. This thing is so easy. It comes like, like, it's not that because you have passion. No, you have passion, but you're overqualified, which means there is no more challenge. If it doesn't challenge you so that there is growth, which means you've hit a plateau, then start thinking. Start thinking about exit plan. Exit plan. Once you hit a plateau, and then you start losing the passion. That is it. The moment you lose passion, one of the things I can leave us with, the moment you lose passion for something, that's it. Like for me, Joanique, right now, for radio, the moment I will one day, and of course it can't be one day, but we usually say that.
Yes.
But the moment I just wake up one day and I no longer have the passion to come on air,
you'll know it's time.
It's time. You'll just know.
You'll know it when you know it.
Yeah. I mean,
because again, how you know it and how I know it is very different.
Different.
Probably you'll have a feeling. Probably you'll see opportunities coming left, right, and center, and now you'll know. There's for some people they'll just probably have conversations running towards different. Different directions in terms of business and whatnot. You find that all of a sudden you are going for these business meetings and whatnot. So when you know. And I like what finish up with what Gibson Old, our very own, says. And he says on Twitter that this is a hard one, but mimi hujua tu.
I agree with Gibson. By the way, hujua tu.
So you just know.
Yeah.
And it might not make sense to me why just all of a sudden it's really like this, like that.
Yeah.
But at least you know. So if you know, when you know, you will know.
It's like falling in love. On that bombshell.
Drops mic.
Oh yeah. No, you will know. Sijui heart palpitations.
Pearl Overdrive.
Weekdays from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m.